Hello and welcome back. This is Monty with another mini Twitch lesson video. I don't know why I said that so slow. Anyways, here we're going to focus on how to start any language. I get this question a lot, specifically with the language that people in my chat are learning. They ask me, how do I start this language? I want to look into this language from scratch. Where do I start? And there's a very difficult answer for it. But I'm going to try and break it down real simply, so let's get started. Now, the first thing that you want to do is just find as many resources as possible. Oh, if I can fit it, I can. Okay. And I'm talking videos, I'm talking books, I'm talking shows, I'm talking movies, I'm talking actual lessons from people, even me included. Just find as many resources as possible, both on the internet, at like a bookstore, a library, maybe not those last two right now, but the internet is a wonderful place with a lot of resources. If you just type in how to learn blank, how to learn Spanish, how to learn French, how to learn Japanese, anything, and just consume. That's another thing. So you have find. The next thing you want to do is consume. Be hungry. Be gluttony incarnate. Just consume as much of all of these as possible. That's right, consume it. So what this is going to do, and more the lessons are going to be a good starting point. You definitely want to start here. So looking for YouTube videos, which I happen to have, which you just learn the basics, greetings, especially for a new language that has a different alphabet or writing system. I would say learn the writing system. Ooh, here we go. First. So while you're looking for all of these resources, you're not really going to understand like a majority of these unless you get down the writing system, because there's going to be two ways that you're going to consume all of this. It's either through listening or through reading. And in order to read, you have to know what they say. Especially with languages that don't have the same writing system as English. So they don't have an alphabet like English. Maybe it's the Cyrillic alphabet from Russian. Maybe it's the 3 different writing systems in Japanese, the 2 syllabaries and the kanji system. Maybe it's just the Hanzi in Mandarin Chinese. Maybe it's Hangul in Korean. All of those things need to be learned through their natural writing system first. Absolutely. Because you don't want to have to rely on the romanization of it. Because a lot of the time, it's not going to convey the exact same thing that you want. And also, if you don't learn how to read the writing system now, you're not going to know when you need to read it in the future, whether it's to look up lyrics, read their books, especially because they're not just going to have romanizations of it. And so you want to go ahead and learn the native thing first. And I would say second is learn proper pronunciation. This is something that I like to stress personally on myself. So if it's something that I can't really pronounce, I'm not going to teach it to other people, because I don't want to sound like, since I speak Spanish very well, I can make this example. I don't want to sound like the gringo that goes ahead and like says hola and just pronounces it not correct at all. So I think learning proper pronunciation in combination with the writing system is so good, is so important. So a good thing is my other video on how to speak any language like a native goes into something like the IPA. It's not really needed, but if you can connect the sounds that they make to the letters that they write, it's gonna do wonders. It's gonna do wonders, because again, bringing it back to looking at the romanization, if you go ahead and look at that, sometimes you're going to want to read it like an English word since it's using your English alphabet, and that's not what you want. You want to say it how they say it, and like I've said in my other video, this is definitely going to make you sound like you're more impressive even if you don't know as many words. And yeah, once you've done this first and this second, it's not going to be all caps because it's not as important. I would say it brings you back here with the lessons. You want to start off with them and then just consume, because that immersion is probably the most important thing that anybody that ever learns a language or teaches a language is going to tell you. Immersion is the key. You want to surround yourself by that language, so that way it just becomes more natural. But it takes a little while. You'll probably see in another video about your language learning goals that you don't want to go ahead and rush through everything. This immersion is a very slow process, and it may be frustrating at first, but once you get it, you really get it. Things are starting to not need more explanation the further along you go, because it kind of just feels and sounds right because you've heard it so many times through all of these. You've read it so many times, and when you get those examples, you don't need as much explanation because you just know, oh, a native says it like this, so that's how it must be. And I think that just about does it. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you put your comments, questions, concerns in the comments below, and I'll also link my Twitch channel so that you can maybe ask one of these questions or suggest a mini lesson for me to do directly to me, and I hope you all have a good one. Thanks.